Hello, welcome back to Friday Sews. I'm Alison, this is Sew Like Dotty, and this is my little weekly catch-up. Can't get my words out. I want to say a big welcome to lots of new subscribers that have joined my channel recently, so a big welcome to you. And also, if you do want to join my Facebook group, it's a private, very safe zone, and the details are in the description box, so have a little look in there. There are some questions you need to answer. That just means we can keep all the spammers at bay, and during the sewing bee, which is going to launch fairly soon, I think, it will be a safe zone, so I'm not going to have any negativity on there. I want to keep it really safe. So yeah, I just wanted to say hello. And as always, you know, if you like what you hear as the vlog goes on, give me that gorgeous thumbs up, or subscribe if you haven't already, because anything that you do like that helps my channel be sent to other people to look at. So that's how, if I've suddenly appeared with you, that's possibly how that's happened. So this week's been quite an interesting week. I haven't had any new purchases this week, so I've got nothing to show with you. I've had quite a bit recently, but I do have some exciting things coming up. So one of my main plans was to work on a pin tuck dress, and I'm doing the pin tucks on my Baby Lock cover stitch machine, and I'm also going to do that as a blog post for Baby Lock. So I'm working on that next week. So I've been thinking about that a bit more, like all of that, not just making the dress. And I'm also the summer spotlight person for Kaylee from Fleur et Hours, and I shared those gorgeous fabrics that I bought from Kaylee earlier in the week. So I had a meeting with Kaylee and Gemma online the other day, talking about what fabric I'm going to use, what I might make, and at the beginning of July there will be a vlog that I want you to help me make my final decision on. So all of that's been happening this week, and I've also made something for a collaboration, but some of the other girls weren't quite ready, so that's just been moved back to, I think, next Sunday. So I was kind of thinking, I don't feel like I've made a lot this week, and I've had my normal days off, but actually I have made some things, but they're quite simple things, and I am going to show you them. But as you can see by the thumbnail, there is a finished, an almost finished, and I'm always honest, because we all have the, don't we, along the way. So I'm going to share that with you as well. But I just, yeah, thought I'd have a little catch up. So I think about last September, I bought a few different Nerida Hansen fabrics from Boys in Blythe, Boys stores. They don't sell online, but they are all over the place. And most were like a cotton poplin. I'm looking at one because it's still on shelf. It was all different fabric bases, but I got some that was a cotton voile, and I made some trousers last year. I think there was the Suero pants, and I just felt like they were a little bit too see-through in that fabric base, so they didn't really see light of day as much as I would have liked them to have. And what I was thinking was, it was red hot the other day, and I had them on, like, in the house. I mean, I know it keeps raining, but it was really warm in the house. So I had them on, and then I thought, actually, I'm really hot in bed. Is anybody else like sweltering in the UK? These would be great as pajama bottoms. So I wore them with just like a little cami vest, stretch vest, and they were perfect. So they've been in and out of the wash all week. So I knew I had some more of that fabric on my shelf in my stash in a totally different print. So I thought, actually, I can't really see me making a dress out of it, because I do find it it's kind of a little bit stiff. Well, it's not stiff, it doesn't have as much drape as I would usually use for a dress. So I thought, yeah, let's crack on and make another pair of pajama bottoms, because that'll be great to have an alternative pair. So because I've made quite a few of these, I fell quite early into the lane pants thing this year, and I know everybody's talking about them, but I used the lane pants as the base. But because the pyjamas, I wasn't bothered about having pockets on. So what I did with the pattern piece was I folded the pocket bag over as if it was actually going to attach, and then I just cut that line straight up at the side. The other thing with this and my other pair that I've been wearing are the same. Because there's no pockets, I am losing weight, which means I can just keep going up the outside and bringing them in a bit, which is perfect. So I cracked on with them. That was the first thing. Nothing I've made this week is very complex, but I think that's okay, and I'll probably come back to that in a sec. So yeah, this was the fabric. There's a couple of different colourways in it, all my colours, and it's lovely, but yeah, just a little bit too see-through for me to be, you know, walking around the Metro Centre in, or well, I don't know how well you'll see that. Anyway, I have made them. I've popped a little label just in the back there so I know which is the back, and I've done that normal sort of top stitching on the waistband, and I knew they would fit fine. I wanted to compare them as pyjamas because I did a vlog a little while ago which compared the Sapphire pants, the Lane pants and the Sowero pants, but that was kind of wearing them out, not wearing them for bed. And if you're like me, I'm a front sleeper with my leg bent up at the side. I mean, this is probably more information than you really want to know, but I thought, yeah, these would be great. So just typical, I think I've cut 4 inches off my paper pattern, so I've just hemmed them up, and that's them finished and ready for me to wear tonight now I've shared them with you. So should we go on to my next? Because these I'm really happy with. Like, I don't need to hug them, so I don't know why I did that. So I just thought I had about maybe a metre or a little bit more left. So I thought, well, I could make a top, and I've been thinking about making the near tee in a woven fabric, which you can do in this instead of the knit fabric, which I've done a few of. So this is Tammy Handmade. It's a very easy pattern. Everybody's talking about it, but I thought they make like a really easy pyjama set. Now, I don't know if I would have worn them together because I feel like they feel a bit too much, but I wanted to try that woven option in this pattern anyway. So I thought, why not? So this is literally kind of hot off my sewing machine to the point where I can see overlocking. Now, it's not a complete fail, but lots of the girls on Sew Virtual have made them in woven, and my knit ones fit me absolutely great. The issue with this is it doesn't fit me great. So I can get it on, and I don't know if it's the type of fabric base, I don't know what it is, but for me it's just too restrictive. I definitely couldn't sleep in it. However, as I am losing weight, I've like lost nearly a stone already. As I am losing weight, I'm just going to park it because I feel like it's something I can come back to, you know, probably in a couple of months' time, which will be fabulous. So the only thing I haven't finished is the neckband, because I was going to just fold it over. I know Paula said she just folded hers over and hemmed it round. A couple of the other girls have done bias binding round the neck, but I'm just going to park it for now. I've done everything else. What I did, instead of putting the cuffs on, you can see on the pattern here there's like a stretch cuff. Instead of that, I just lengthened the sleeve by a couple of inches, so I think that might have been where it was meant to finish, and I've added this on, and I've just overlocked that round and then just hemmed that. I've done like a double hem on there. So it's fine and it looks great, but when I wear it I'm a bit like like a robot, and that's not good for me, particularly in bed, which was what I was thinking. But actually, as the weight comes off, sorry, I've just covered the makeup, as my weight comes off, it'll probably be loose enough that I could wear it with like a skirt or some trousers or something like that. So it's not going in there never going to be seen again pile, it's just going in there not right now pile. So that's that one just there. I will move those out of the way, which means I'm on the floor. There we go. So we were chatting this week on, I can't remember, let me wheel my chair in properly. I'm trapped on my skirt. We were talking on, I think it was Tuesday night maybe, about like when do you need easy makes and when do you need a complex make, and moving between them all. Because I think sometimes we feel like, you know, like I'm kind of past the basics a little bit. I mean, I don't think of myself as advanced. I maybe think of myself as an advanced beginner. But when do you move past, you know, the basics? But I don't think you do. I think we all need some basics in our wardrobe, you know, from time to time, but sometimes it's nice to get stuck into a really meaty project. And you might remember I was trying to decide about what shirt pattern to do a cord set in that I want to do this month. So I have been using Stash Hub and trying different patterns out, and I was considering the Butano button-up shirt and the Sew Over It Zadie shirt, but actually one of the girls on Wednesday morning, I think it was Sarah, mentioned the Tamarama set by Swim Style Patterns. I think I've named that right. And I have that pattern. I've not printed it, but I had it. I didn't feel the need to print the pants out because I've got plenty of pants, but I have printed the shirt out and I am going to stick it together. It's 30 pages. It's 10 over my limit, but I'm going to go for it. I brought Pritt sticks and everything. I'm going to try it with that. So this is a little magic mock-up of that shirt. So that's a pending, but this is like where my mind's been. So I've been on the easy option this week, which is probably what I've needed for my headspace. But also, I completely fell in love with those fabrics that I got from Kaylee at Flirters. And they weren't in my plans because obviously I'd kind of made up my plans before I even ordered them. But they kind of shoehorn the way in. So I decided that I just couldn't wait any longer with this one. I'll pop the picture in, and I needed to get cracked on with it. But it's not quite finished because I'm waiting for someone coming from Pound Fabrics just to finish it off. So the dress I'm wearing today is the Dressmaker's Closet Nell dress. Since I shared this one, it's been on and off my back and in and out the wash since I made it 2 weeks ago. So I thought it would be perfect for my lifestyle now, and it absolutely is. It's just like pulling a t-shirt on, but it's a dress. I've been out to the shops today, my flip-flops before the rain came. It's perfect. So this is the pattern here. I know I shared it a couple of weeks ago, and this is the slightly higher, sorry, this is the regular neckline, and you can get a slightly higher one. So this is what I call this the scoop neckline, but you can get the add-on set has a long sleeve and a slightly higher neckline option. But I'm wearing them for summer, so I've cracked on with it. But it's the same. I think that's a cotton jersey. This is a viscose jersey, but I do feel like I already ran it in there from the size that I had, but I feel like I could kind of take more out of that to give it a nicer fit. And I did lengthen the sleeves a little bit for this one. So I ordered 3 meters of this fabric, and it's £8 a meter. And if you had your eye on it, and I know there was only 2 meters left on Wednesday, don't panic. There is more on its way. So Kaylee's going to let me know when she's got it back in stock, and I'll share that on Instagram. So keep an eye out for it on there. So I think it's called On Vacances. I know. I wish I was back on vacances. Will be soon. So what I've done is it's all ready. It literally just needs the neck binding in, but I'm not trying it on because I don't want to stretch out the neck at all. So I've literally just put it there, that I'm going to take it off the hanger once I've shown it to you. So it's made, it's all gathered. I've completely done it all on the overlocker. The ruffle is on, and I've cover stitched the hem. Actually, I did it like reverse cover stitch, if you can see there, because I wanted to, don't know why, I just wanted to do it that way around for a change. I've not pressed the hem or anything. The sleeves are ready just for the cuffs to go on. Now I did them to the pattern, which is slightly shorter than these, but I'm running with that. And what I'll probably do is put the neckband on first, then try it on. And I have probably not far of a meter left because it's quite a wide fabric. So I didn't want to jump in and cut like a t-shirt or anything out in it, because I would love a t-shirt in it. But I wanted to just wait and check that I'm happy with these sleeves before I jump in. I'm trying to embrace my flabby arms, and I know people will say don't be bothered, but we've all got bits that bother us that we kind of manage and cover up our things, don't we? So yeah, it's like literally ready. And I do have, like, I could have put grey, I could have put cream, because it's more slightly cream background than white. But what colour does this need? It needs royal blue. and First for Fabrics didn't have the royal blue that I would have wanted to go for. It was out of stock, so I've ordered some from Pound Fabrics. And there's, I think it used to be £4.99 a metre for their, it's called cuffing on a roll or something like that. But I needed some light pink and different colours, so I've had a little bit of a ribbing order, and yeah, I'm waiting for the royal blue to come, because I just think the royal blue there will make the rest of it pop. So I'm really pleased with that. I literally cut that out, including cutting out, it was made to this point in 2 hours, and I think that included a little lunch break downstairs as well. I had my little smoothie. So yeah, so I'll catch up with you. It might be a couple of weeks before I have a vlog that I can show you that finished. I'll probably wear it and put a picture onto Instagram first. But that is the unfinished one. But now you know why it's unfinished. And I'm really happy with my makes. I'm okay that t-shirt doesn't fit. But it does fit, but it's not comfortable. Because I wanted to try it out, and I don't know, what else would I have made out of that fabric? I'd have used it for bag lining, but I've got a basket full of fabric suitable for bag lining, like leftovers of this and that. So that's cool. I'm absolutely all right with that. So I would love to know what you've been making. Keep me posted in the chat. You know that I like to answer, and I do try. Well, I more than try. I do try to respond to all comments fairly quickly. If you take the time to write a comment, I like to reply to that comment. I do appreciate for bigger channels that's maybe not manageable, but for me right now it is. And I'm also quite interested in our little community and what we're up to as well. So I hope you're getting lots of lovely sewing done, and I will catch up with you on Sunday, because it's my So Fruity vlog on Sunday. So I'd love to see you then. Bye for now.